Oh, it's bright. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my world. This is the world of YM. Today, I'm going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectables release and build the Valentino Rossi M1 motorcycle. You know, I spent like 5 seconds outside and I was attacked by every insect known to man. Even some undiscovered insects decided they thought I was some sort of flower. But look at me. I look great. I look absolutely great. You wait till you see the Hawaiian shirt on the live stream tonight. That's going to be fun as well. Obviously, we're going to be building onto what we've done. We've got 5 stages to do here. I haven't actually looked through the instructions again. I do know there's a little bit of fairing, and I do know that we are going to need the Airbox that we created way back. I think that was about 20 issues ago. So I have got all of that ready. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here to the Deagostini Collectables website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So, stage 54. Here's the magazine. Let's have a look through it. Each stage comes with its own magazine. It says we're doing the Gearshift assembly, which I believe we are, even though we are using parts that we had in the last pack, namely these 2 parts here. So, putting these together, and then I'm going to be putting this onto the main body of the vehicle here. So, at the end, it's looking just like that. So this is everything we've got in the pack there, but I'm not going to be opening that yet because, as I said, these are the parts that I need from the last pack. So to connect these 2 bits together, we've got a D-shaped adapter here. It's going to go this way round. Push that in so it looks just like that. You do want to make sure that clicks in there so it's flush with the base. Let's open this pack up, and I need to put this larger set hole here that we've got just onto the metal rim of that section just there on this pack. I'm going to be holding that in with a screw. That's a type X screw. This is a flange screw, and we are going into metal, so you know what I'm going to say. Put it in a little bit of oil, and that's going to make screwing this in a hell of a lot easier, as you can see. Then I'm going to be taking this linkage. That's going to be going just onto this section here. This has got a little tab, as you can see just there. We want to make sure that that's facing upright. So the mounting pin is facing out when I mount this like that. Once again, that's held in with one of these type X screws. Bit of oil. Get that all the way in. Perfect. So from the other side, that's how that looks. We're then going to be putting this on the motorcycle, or what we've created of the motorcycle so far. Before I do that, I do have a little bit of fairing again, just to put onto the part that we've just created. So this is just going to go into the 2 holes here. This obviously came in this pack, so I'm just going to push that in nice and tight. So that looks like that now. Now I'm going to attach this to this part of the motorcycle. Now they're going to be attached to these 2 holes you can see here just on top, but they're going to be attaching from the underside and screwed in from the top. And to do that, we have got these Allen or hex head screws, which are K screws. And I am going to put my wow stick on here to get these in. So line up the hole and then use my electric screwdriver here to get that in. So that's one the other side. Again, this is available in my Amazon store if you want to make life a little bit easier. Just to screwing this in. Now, hopefully you can see this on the close-up. The tube that's coming from the top here is going to go into that tab we had at the bottom of this section here. So I'm just going to put that in. I might put a little bit of glue on that. I don't want that coming off. So I'll just touch that tab ever so lightly with my brush and get this tube in. Just like that, that's not coming out. So this is going to go onto this gear linkage just here. So I'm just putting this over the top like that. And that is then held in with a G screw. This is a flange screw. It doesn't need oil because it's going into plastic. So I'm holding it from the bottom. And I'll get this screwed in. So as you can see, that linkage now is free to work like that. Perfect. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 55, let's turn through the magazine. Looking just like that, we're going to be doing the Airbox inlet duct, which is this section here. This is where I said we need to bring over what we created previously. We're putting the duct onto this, and then this whole section again is going to go onto the motorcycle, as you can see there. So I have that pack here. Let's get that open. Only a couple of things in here. And the first thing we want to do is piece both of these parts of the duct together. It's quite easy to see how they go. 3 holes on this side to 3 lugs on this side. So line them up and then just snap them together like that. Excellent. So it's flush all the way around. Now taking the engine frame, massive section this is now, look at this. I'm going to try and lie it that way round, I think, so you can see it from all angles. We're going to be putting what we created here into this box area here. Now you can see the cylinders that this is going to go over at the top here. This is basically going to be going down this shaft here, and then those cylinders are going to go over the top of what we've got in here. And there you go. They fit in perfectly like that. I did make sure I didn't pinch these 2 wires here, just so you know. Pipes, wires. Now that's in. On the other side of this, this is where the duct's going to go that we just created. I made it sound like I said duct then. Duct. That's just going to go into here like this. And we're going to be using the same type X screws with the hex head to secure this in from each side here. So I'm going to gently lie that down, load up a screw and just get it through the hole that you can see just in the side here. And get that all the way in. Perfect. And when I'm happy with that side, turn it over. And put one in the other side. Make sure that's nice and tight. And once that's in, that is all there is to do in that stage. Quite a big section to put in there. Perfect. So in stage 56, again, here's the magazine. We're going to be doing the fairing support now. A couple of large sections on this. Looks like we're just attaching some pipe, putting a little bit of detail on this fairing. And it looks like we're putting this pipe actually onto the motorcycle frame, but keeping the fairing off for us for now. So let's get this open. As you can see, look, massive bit of fairing there. So first thing I want to do is take this fairing support. And we're going to be putting this onto this main piece here. It's going to go just in the 2 holes on this side here. I'm guessing it's just a push in. I'm going to try it out. Oh, it's very tight. Obviously, you're going to be able to pass cables through there eventually. That's not coming out though, so that's in place. We're going to make this pipe, and I will be gluing this because, you know me, I don't like things falling out. You've got a bent end here, which is going to have the smaller pipe attached to the end. So let me just put some glue just on these ends. One this side, one this side. And put the smaller pipe on here. All the way on. And then on the other side, the larger pipe. And again, make sure that's all the way on there. So the pipe we've just created, you want to pass through this little clip connector just here, as you can see. The other end of this, which is the smaller pipe here, is going on the spare nipple, which I'm going to put some glue on, onto this section just here. Excellent. Now, when we put this on, it's going to be put on like a figure S. So I need to sort of locate it back on itself like this. Put that on. I think it's best to actually put it on and show you what this looks like. And there you go. That's in place just like that. We've got the figure S going into this point just here. And then this part of the pipe is just going through the tab here. I can just pull that a little bit just to make that a little bit more flat in there like that. Perfect. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 57, this is what the magazine looks like. We'll have a flick through. And again, we've got some fairing air intake to create here. This should be quite a quick stage, actually. We're going to be putting that on the fairing here and then just adding a bit more trim detail, so this looks like that. So I've got the parts for that here. And as there isn't many, I can see this is going to be a very quick stage. Let's get these parts out. So to start with this, we're going to create the air intake, which means we need these two parts here. This is just going to be going over this section here, just like that. It's going to be held in with these silver screws, which are eye screws. They come in this pack. So get one of these in each side. It is sort of tilted at an angle, this is, just so you know. So I've got one there. And one on the other side. So I'll show you here how that looks. Like that there. And there. I'm then going to be putting this top section over the top here. We've got two holes to line this up with the section we just put underneath. And it's a case of just pushing this into these holes. And there we go. That's seated perfectly in there like that. All we've got left to do is put this bracket in with this flat side here facing towards the inner workings of this intake that way round. So it looks like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. I said that was a quick stage, didn't I? So this is the last stage of the pack. So stage 58. Again, turn the instructions. We're going to be doing the cover of the air intake. We've got some little tiny things on a sprue here. Looks like some knobs or something like that. I'm not sure. Put these all together like that. And we're going to add this, which is adding detail to the air intake here. This is going to be a fiddly one. So I think first things first, get my sprue cutters. And I'm going to get these cut off the sprue here. And there you go. They're all off the sprue. So this is the top cover of the air intake, and I'm going to be putting these into place in all the holes on each side of this. Now I'm guessing they can just simply push in, which they can, and to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to need glue because they fit quite tight in there. So I'm going to get these in all the way around. And there you go. That was fun. They're all in though. None of these are glued. As I said, they hold themselves. Bringing over what we created before. This top cover is just going to go into the holes that we can see here and here. And it's just a push in. So I'm lining them up. 1 and 2. Just push that in. So that sits on top just like that. Now I am left with these two silver sections here, which they haven't asked us to put anywhere. So that's it. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So once again, I do like to show you how this looks compared to me. I think I had a lot more light on this build. I don't know why that is. But that's looking pretty amazing, isn't it? So we've done that, and obviously we've been working on that other air intake as well. Now, if you want to get to this stage, you can subscribe to this yourself. And once again, I have put the link in the video description. You can start all the way from pack 1, but I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.